decided, okay, I really love my smile, but I want to elevate it and take it to the next level. So I decided to get 20 porcelain veneers, 10 on top, 10 on bottom.
She had a place to be. Rose Aesthetics. Got Dr. Rose in the house.
My mouth is so... I can't even talk. It's just been a long journey. So to finally have my perfect smile, I can't stop looking in the mirror. Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. If you're here for the first time, my name is Shay Nicole and I love creating videos to help elevate your confidence in style and self-care while also dropping gems for my current and aspiring content creators. I'm so happy you're here. Now let's get into today's vlog. I'm going to show you part 2 of me getting my porcelain veneers. In case you missed part 1 and in case you missed my Postpartum Glow Up Journey series, you can go back and catch up. But basically I started all of this by getting Invisalign first about a year after Gigi was born. And then from there I decided, okay, I really love my smile, but I want to elevate it and take it to the next level. So I decided to get 20 porcelain veneers, 10 on top, 10 on bottom. So that process started in January of 2024. And then I went back after getting my temporaries in January. I went back in February to get the permanent. So you're going to see part 2 of me going back to Dallas in February. Shout out to Dr. C, shout out to Dr. Rose from Rose Aesthetics. That is my dental team and they did the damn thing. Now I completely understand that a lot of times when you see people get veneers, they just go overseas and get it done literally overnight, like a 2-day process, if that. But for me personally, I had to do a lot of research because, you know, my smile is part of like my job. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always on camera. So I was very hesitant about just going overseas and paying a quick $5,000, coming back and I have a, you know, a big white smile. I was really scared about that because I'm like, okay, well, if something goes wrong, do I just like hop back on a plane and go overseas to fix it? Or, you know, will I be able to find a dentist here that will help me? You know, what are the ramifications of this? I was just very paranoid, you know, as I should be because this is a permanent thing. I definitely did not want to go overseas. I did go to Dallas, like I said, shout out to Rose Aesthetics, and I'm so happy with my results. This decision was not an easy one. I had to do a lot of research, like I said. And one of the biggest factors, which I talk about, you know, in the past vlog and the one you're about to see, was I did not want my teeth shaved down, okay? I did not want the little shark teeth. You know what I'm talking about. I know you've seen it. And I'm so happy that they were able to preserve my natural smile. Of course, they did a little bit of shaving and buffing to prepare for the temporaries and then for the permanents, but it is nothing like what you would normally see. So you will be able to see my smile, like my teeth, after they take off the temporary veneers. You'll see that my teeth are still intact. And, you know, when I do have to change these out in the next, you know, 15, 20 years, depending on, you know, how long, because everyone's teeth are different. My natural teeth will still be there. And if I decide I want to go back, I can do that. I don't have to worry about the shark smile. So that was one of the big factors of my decision, along with, again, doing the research, which is what I encourage you to do, making sure that the dentist you choose is a licensed professional with a lot of experience in the game and that they are personable and they give you the education behind your smile, because that's also important. Knowing how to take care of your teeth, dental hygiene. I mean, as we get older, our teeth shift and our mouths change, and you want to make sure that you are preserving your enamel while also just taking care of your gums and like your oral health altogether. So that has been a huge part of my postpartum glow up journey. I wanted to take better care of my oral hygiene, and me getting veneers has definitely taught me a lot about hygiene when it comes to my mouth, because like I said in the past vlog, I thought I was a good flosser. Baby, I was not, okay? I thought that I was holding it down and doing everything right. I was not. And getting veneers has taught me how to truly take care of my gums and my teeth. So I know that can sound crazy because it's like, but you put, you know, fake teeth over your real teeth. Yeah, I get it. But once you see more of my journey, you go back and catch up on the other stuff, you'll understand my decision. And if you don't, that's okay, girl. So now let's get into part 2. I'm flashing back to January. And if you have any questions, make sure you take a moment and drop them in, you know, the comment box below. You can even pause the vlog, ask your questions, because I want to make sure that I'm helping as much as I can. Of course, I'm not sure like your dentist professional, but I'm happy to answer questions based on my personal experience, okay? So thank you so much for being here. Now let's get into it. finally checked into my hotel. The time is 5:37. I had a 7 p.m. dinner reservation with my girl Fumi, but I asked her to move it because, child, I didn't realize. Well, I knew I was staying in Plano. Oh, and if you watched the first vlog, it looks familiar, right? I just booked the exact same hotel as last time because it was just convenient. It's maybe 10 minutes away from Dr. Rose's office. So yeah, like I was saying, I knew that I was staying in Plano, but it just didn't register to me to double check the address of the restaurant that she booked for our 7 p.m. reservation. And when I was in the Uber all the way from the airport here, I was like, wait a minute, let me check this location and see the distance. And child, it was like 55 minutes away. The original restaurant we were going to was back in the city. So she was so kind enough to change not only the reservation time, but just change the whole restaurant. So we're going somewhere else that's a little closer. I just looked it up. It's about 7 minutes from this hotel. Perfect. And she moved it to 8 o'clock because I just feel like she gets it. The girls who get it. Y'all know we be running late. So now I am going to get myself ready. Like I said, it's a little bit after 5:30. I gotta meet her at 8. So I thought about taking a nap, but who are we kidding? Me taking a nap means I'm not going to dinner. So I did bring some makeup to play around in. I'm not really sure if I want to give like a full face because honestly, like this appointment's tomorrow to get my veneers. And I don't really know if I want to like go all out and then have to like remove my makeup tonight. And I don't know, I'll probably be too tired to do all that. So I think I'm going to do a really light beat. And let me show you something that I've been seeing all over TikTok. Press-on false lashes. I've heard good things about these. Apparently you don't need glue. It has adhesive already on it. Maybe y'all have seen it. And you just pick up a cluster and you're supposed to just stick it underneath your eye. Underneath your eyelashes. I've been a little hesitant to try something like this, especially with the pre-bonded clusters because I don't know, like my eyes be real sensitive, but we gonna see. In the meantime, I want to tell you about my experience since I left. You know, last time, the temporary veneers have been driving me crazy, okay? Needless to say. I not only experienced some falling out, which I already knew because she did warn me. Shout out to Dr. T. She warned me that that was probably gonna happen just because they're just not meant to be, you know, like your regular teeth. So for those of you who are considering getting porcelain veneers, please note that depending on how long it takes for them to be created in the lab, you might be going 2 to 3 weeks or maybe even a month with the temporaries. Now, for my temporaries, there were 2 main things I didn't like about them. For one, the color. I felt like the shade, it started off good, and you'll see that in my original blog. But then I didn't realize, well, I probably forgot, that they stain easily. I think I was picturing them like how my porcelain veneers will be, and not these, which is 2 totally different things. So I was, you know, living my best life, drinking my coffee, eating my blueberries, my blackberries, you know, my regular things that I normally consume. And child, my teeth starts to get very much off-white, almost yellow. And I was like, wait a minute. So then I started like rinsing with warm water and peroxide. I had to brush multiple times a day. And the second thing that I hated about them was that I couldn't thoroughly floss, which again, these are things that I already knew. I was already prepared for, but it's one thing when your dentist tells you something and then the next thing when you actually go through it yourself. So I knew what to expect. She told me I wouldn't be able to actually physically floss through each tooth because the way it is, it's not like a regular tooth where you can go up. It's like a bridge, if that makes sense. So if you can, I don't know how good you can see from here, but I can't put anything up here. Like it looks like you can slide some floss up there, but you can't because it's like a slight indentation because of the way that they made it to look like teeth, but it's a false tooth. Well, it's really like a set, kind of like dentures. If I pop them out, it's like that. So I wasn't able to floss. I could only use a water pick, but remember I got my gum contouring, child. So with gum contouring, you can't be doing the water pick. And if you don't know what that is, that's like, you know, the water flosser. I think I showed it in the first vlog, but you can't just be spraying the water all willy-nilly along your gum lines because, like I found out, it's gonna cause you to bleed. And me trying to use that water pick, it was a mess. It was a mess, it was painful. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stop. Instead, I'm just gonna like, and mind you, I was using the water pick on the lowest water pressure. Didn't matter, it still hurt. So I was like, you know what, let me just concentrate on brushing my teeth every time I finish eating. Well, not as soon as you're done, because fun fact, you don't want to brush right after you finish eating because the fluoride in the toothpaste mixed with the food, like the acidity of your food, it can wear down your enamel. So you're supposed to wait, I think 20 to 30 minutes after you eat. But anyway, I was focusing on brushing my teeth more often throughout the day, like sometimes 3 and 4 times a day. And then trying to like spot remove food that I saw. Like it was real ghetto. I'm sorry. 0, 0, 0, 0 out of 10 recommend. But it's a part of the process. So the 3 weeks went by super fast. And also let me say, I don't live in Dallas. So for me, I was trying to coordinate my travel. I think that I could have gotten my final ones put in last week, but I had already booked my flight because she estimated it to be 2.5 weeks, 2-3 weeks, just to be on the safe side. So I just went ahead and booked my flight for the worst case scenario, which is 3.5 full weeks, just to give them time. And then they ended up coming in like 2 weeks later, but I won't about to change my flight and change my hotel reservation, just do all that. Plus I had some other things going on. So anyway, if you live in Dallas or if you live close to where you're gonna get your veneers, you probably won't have to hold on to these temporary teeth as long as I did. Just wanna put that disclaimer out there. It'll probably be much easier for you. Okay, I'm trying to think of some other things that you need to know about the temporary process. If and when you end up losing one of your temporary teeth, you can put it back on with a poly grip or Fix-It. You know, the grips that grip glue stuff that people use for dentures. You can do that, and I actually did order it, but what I found was that the way that the temporary tooth was, like when it came off, it was like wedged into my, how do I explain it? It was kind of like in my gum. So in order for me, because they bonded it, like it's like they wrap in front of my tooth. So in order for me to then put it on with the Polydent or Fix-It or the Poly Grip, I would have to like get it back up under my gum, and I was not about to do all that. It felt painful. It just looked like a lot. So I was like, you know what? I'm not about to stress myself out. Plus, I didn't have to get my teeth shaven down. As I mentioned before, and I've showed y'all, my teeth are still intact. So I'm like, you know what? You can't really tell the difference between my temporary tooth and the natural tooth unless you're like really, really close up in my mouth, but you shouldn't be that close unless you're my husband. Or Gigi, because child, you know how kids do. So I've been missing these on the side and these on the side. I think 1, 2, 3, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Yeah, those are missing. And none of them on the bottom fell out, surprisingly. So that's some good news. I did get some questions on my Instagram story about tooth sensitivity and any type of pain. And I will say, for the most part, I didn't have much sensitivity. Sometimes if I drink super cold water, and I just drank some water and it didn't happen, so as you can see, it's really sporadic. Sometimes I would get like a really sharp cold sensation in this tooth right here. Oh my gosh, it was only that tooth. And then it would randomly happen if I bit into like a piece of fruit that was kind of cold, but it was none of the other teeth, only this tooth right here. And that's the one that where the temporary fell off. But I lost, 6 total. So I'm trying to figure out why was it just that tooth and none of the other ones, but whatever. Oh well, we're here now. So that was the only discomfort that sorry, I forgot my little compact mirror, so I'm gonna have to use the door because there's a mirror on the back of the door, so ghetto. That was the only discomfort that I found in the process, other than my gums. Of course, like I said, that hurt when I was trying to clean them. But other than that, and the fact that they just feel a little bulky because they're thick. Like again, they're not your nice, thin, natural looking porcelain veneers. These are meant to be temporary. So they're very thick and they just feel gritty. I don't know. They just don't feel nice. But again, these are all things that I was expecting. So I wasn't surprised, I was just annoyed. What other questions did I get? Oh, about the cost. I thought I said that in the last video, but the total, and remember, this is case by case. So don't take my word for it, because you could go get veneers tomorrow and it might be a totally different price depending on, your situation. But my total was $17,100, and that did include everything. So the gum contouring, the local anesthesia because they have to numb up your mouth. Everything was included in that. The temporaries, the creation of your permanents. Again, $17,100, and honestly, that's actually a really good price. If you have been doing research on getting porcelain veneers, not composite, but getting porcelain, you know that it can get into the 20,000s or 30,000s, just depending on where you go, and also depending on the type of work that you need done. Because remember, you don't want to get your veneers on top of any gum issues, cavities, just any problems that you got going on need to be fixed before you get your veneers. So a lot of dentists will just do a whole package, and they'll quote you not only for the veneers, but they'll quote you for all the work that needs to be done too. So I just think that $17,000 was a great price based on my own research, but I also spent time and effort, like maybe 8 to 9 months of fixing all of the issues I had prior to: my gap, my alignment, my bite, my wisdom teeth being removed. I had to get like 3 fillings. I took 2023 very serious when it came to my mouth health. Like, I was not playing. This process has just taught me patience, and also it's taught me to pat myself on the back, baby, and toot my own horn a little bit too, because the fact that I was able to cross something so major off of my mommy maintenance list, formerly known as the bad B maintenance list, but I decided to switch it up when I got pregnant, and I knew there's going to be a lot of things that I want to get done, and just things I want to work on for myself after I have my daughter. Like, I felt it in my spirit, so I changed it to the mommy maintenance list. And yeah, since then, I've crossed off a couple of things. I got LASIK. I'm about to finish getting my veneers. I tried filler for the first time. I tried Botox for the first time. What else did I do? Oh, I fixed my skin, and that was major, baby, because hormonal acne, child, it crept up on me in my mid-20s and got way worse as I started getting closer to my 30s. So for my girlies out there who are going through that, should I make another video just about clearing up your skin? Let me know in the comments, because it was a journey. But anyway, I crossed off a lot of things. I said a couple of things, but clearly I've done more than I thought. And I'm still in the process of doing things. Like, I want to get my body right. You know, I thought about, what is the cost of lipo? But I'm like, you know what? I don't need to get no lipo right now. I need to work on establishing a routine, because if I go and get lipo, ain't no way I'm going to be able to maintain it. It's going to be a waste of the investment because I don't have a routine set in. So that's why I've been pushing myself to get up early every morning. Or if I don't make it in the morning because there's something going on, Gigi might have a doctor's appointment, I just might, have a lot going on with shooting campaigns or something early, I will push myself to then work out at night before I go to bed or in the middle of the day. Like, I got to do whatever I got to do just to stick to my routine. So I'm really proud of myself. My goal at first was to go 30 days straight with working out at least 45 minutes to an hour a day. And then I changed that goal to make it to 66 days, because after doing some more research, I learned that it says the average person takes 21 to 66 days to start a habit or break a habit. If people can stop smoking or quit drinking in 21 days or 66 days, however long it takes, then why can't I start a new routine and stick to it in 66 days? And the reason that they said you should push for 66 days is because by then your body just kind of automatically forms the habit. It's like second nature to your body. So whatever it is that you're struggling with right now, whether it's you want to get up earlier or you want to work out, or anything that you feel like you can do to improve your life, try doing it for 66 days straight. I'm currently on day 23 of 66, and girl, you should have seen me up early this morning working out, because I'm like, dang, I gotta get my hair washed, blow dried, and trimmed. I have to take a flight. I'm gonna go to dinner. I'm gonna be in another city. Like, how am I gonna squeeze in working out? Well, your girl had to get up super early. I got up at 5:30 this morning. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta figure out what can you do to accommodate, whether you're traveling or you have a lot going on. You gotta make sure that you are making time for your goals. So that's just a little plug there for those of you who have things on your mommy maintenance list that maybe it's not something you can go and buy, like veneers. Maybe you want to get your brows microbladed, you want to get laser hair removal, you want to get LASIK, you want to get lipo, whatever it is, cool. You can pay for that. But if it's something that's habitual, something that you have to do some type of routine, I want you to challenge yourself and try it for 66 days straight, okay? Push yourself, give yourself grace though. Like, if it doesn't happen and you fall off, like, I'm gonna try to work out tomorrow. But if I'm in too much pain, or something with the schedule happens after the veneers, I'm not gonna beat myself up. I will start again on the next day, you know? Of course it's gonna suck that I didn't make it 6 days straight, but you know, at the end of the day, you're trying. So I want you to put forth as much effort as you can. And yeah, if you can do it for 66 days, awesome. If you fall off a little bit, just get back on and keep going, okay? So I want you to push yourself. Make a list. Mommies out there especially, but even if you're not a mom, you don't have to be a mom. And my guys watching this, but make a list of things you want to do to feel better about yourself. I call it my mommy maintenance list. You can call it your baddie maintenance list. You can call it whatever you want, but just sit down and make your list. I want to encourage you to do that right now. And like I said, for me, I wanted to get my brows microbladed. I wanted to get laser eye surgery, which, you know, LASIK. I wanted to get my teeth done. I wanted to establish a better workout routine. Well, any kind of workout routine where I stayed active for at least an hour a day. I think after day 66, I'll probably push myself to work out at least 5 days a week so I can have like rest days. And yeah, I also wanted to fix my skin, clear up my hormonal acne, which I did. I wanted to get regular facials. I still want to get laser hair removal, which I'm going to tackle that next. I wasn't able to do it in the past because I knew I was trying to get pregnant. And then after that, I was breastfeeding. It was just a lot going on. So you have to make sure that you're not breastfeeding, you're not trying to get pregnant. So if that's something you want to do, again, write it down. I'm just running my mouth per usual. Y'all know I'm long-winded. Well, if you're new here, you're going to learn I'm very long-winded. So let me just, you know, do my makeup, get myself together, and here I said I was going to do a light beat, and it's clearly turning into a full face, but we'll see. Okay, I don't want to be late for dinner, so let me get my life together, and I'll be back. So clearly the lashes just didn't work out, but that's okay. I'm just gonna throw on some shades. Yes, I'm the type of person that wears shades at nighttime. I don't care. But yeah, I really love this set from Amazon. I know y'all have seen it everywhere. It comes with the matching pants, but I decided to mix match because I got the black set and the brown set. So I'm gonna do the black pants with the brown top. And if you remember, if you watched part 1 of the Veneer vlog, it was so cold last time. I had to go to the mall and look for a coat, and then I didn't find a coat. But anyway, child, I was like, this time I'm not gonna get caught slipping. It's gonna be cold in Dallas. Why is it 73 degrees? So I didn't brought a coat for no reason, but that's okay. I'm gonna see if the temperature's gonna drop tonight, and if not, I'll just wear my light jacket. But okay, let me finish getting dressed and show you the final look. You're only human, yes I know. It's okay to be unsure. I hope you know it's okay if you're not sure. See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm with you. I know my heart can't take no more. I am tired. Like, who, you would have thought that I was out all night. It is only 10:30. I'm just getting back to my hotel. Had a really good time catching up with Fumi. Dinner was bomb. I'm gonna go to bed now, okay? We have a long day ahead. Gotta get up early in the morning. Oh, let me schedule my Uber before I forget to come pick me up for this appointment. But yes, tomorrow is the big day. No more temporaries, child. I am over it. Like, tomorrow morning is going down. Let me go ahead and get undressed, hop in the shower, and go to bed. Call my man, talk to my baby father before I go to sleep. All right, y'all. Night night. See you in the morning. Bye. Good morning. The time is 6:17 a.m. and my Uber will arrive at 7:25. So I just got the shower. I think I'm gonna go downstairs and see if I can get like a smoothie or something from the little cafe. Same place I went to last time if you watched the first vlog. Oh my God, I feel so bad about breaking my don't eat out fast, but I can't go all the way out of town and not eat something, so I'm trying not to like beat myself up over it. But I just felt really good before breaking the don't eat out fast, because if you know me,
you know, baby, I'm gonna eat out.
So that was like a little accomplishment that I had going 23 days straight without eating out, no DoorDash, no ordering, only cooking at home. Hey, if you also know me, you know I don't be cooking. I mean, I could do a breakfast, but I'm just not in the mood to be slaving in no kitchen. My husband is the chef of our relationship. So like I said, it was a huge accomplishment for me, but that's okay because it's a special occasion. I'm out of town, quick solo trip, got to link up with my girl last night. Today's the day we finished the process. So I'm not gonna beat myself up about eating out last night and going to eat something now because I need to make sure I eat breakfast before I go to the dentist. Quick tip for those of you who want to go through this process, you will be in that dentist chair all day, okay? I don't think that today will be as long as the first day. If you watched the first vlog, it was like an 8-hour shift. Today, I think it may be like 2-3 hours, but I don't want to play around with that and think like, oh, maybe I won't be there that long and then I'm there all day and I'm starving. So I'm gonna get a smoothie and maybe something light. I don't want to do too much. And then yeah, then we are off to get this smile done. I'm so excited. It's been such a long journey, y'all. Like, and I feel like I didn't do the best job with my Q&A, but that's also because I've answered so many questions on my Instagram live and my Instagram story, but I'd be forgetting that YouTube's not Instagram, Instagram is not YouTube. So if you have questions, please, like anything that is not addressed in this video or part 1 of the vlog, drop them in the comments because I clearly am not a true YouTuber. I am a short form content girly, but I'm pushing myself to get more into long form content. I feel like I say that every video. Y'all probably like, oh girl, yeah, sure. But I swear, I think practice makes perfect. So anyway, with these vlogs, as I be rambling and stuff, if you want to know something, just ask and I do my best to address it in the comments. Like I'll just answer you or save it for the next video, okay? All right, let me finish my skincare routine and get dressed and go get something to eat right quick.
Turn around, look, she's so fancy. What is this? It's a gimbal?
Yeah, something like that. It's called
like
a
that?
DJI.
Okay, listen, I'm new to all this, but I would like to say, hey, shout out to Miss Shay, Nicole. She in the place to be. Rose Aesthetics, got Dr. Rose in the house. You know how we doing. He got a whole smile transformation coming in.
Hey. We're about to get numb.
Yes.
Right, okay. We already did the gel.
Yes.
It doesn't look like it, but my mouth is so... I can't even talk, so I don't even know what I'm doing. I have to put paper towels in here to catch the drool. So I'm about to take this medicine. I got 2 things of medicine I need to take. I'm gonna take a nap, lay down, I'll come back. Hey y'all, I'm back home.
Oh my gosh.
That clip where I was just out of it and my mouth was super numb, that actually wasn't the last clip I filmed. What had happened was I ended up waking up from my nap and then I decided to go work out in the gym in the hotel. You know, I'm on my fitness challenge, so I have to work out every single day. And child, I was talking to the camera, I didn't realize for some reason, I think because I had just brushed my teeth and maybe it was still a little bit numb, but it was like the excess I don't know, it was like, I think it was a mixture of maybe toothpaste and something else. It was like this white stuff coming out, I don't know. And it was like secreting from my gums. I think some of the leftover, cause they use like a cement and paste, and like it's like a residue. And that plus the toothpaste, it started like coming out and I didn't notice it. So I'm filming and talking the entire time. And when I played it back, I was like, oh my God, ew, this is so gross. So I just scrapped that whole clip when I was going to the gym, but I just wanted to let you know, I did go to the gym, I got my workout in. I didn't do too much because obviously my mouth was still a little numb. I just wasn't really feeling 100% yet. But yeah, I worked out and then I had ordered some soup from the little bistro in the hotel. And then I went to bed and then I got up early this morning, hopped on my flight, and now I'm back home. Obviously I feel so much better. I can move my mouth, like I have full range of motion. It feels so good to do that. I'm no longer numb. And y'all, I just feel so good. Checking this off of my mommy maintenance list was such an accomplishment for me, especially since I started this journey a long time ago. Well, it wasn't that long ago, but over a year ago when I first started Invisalign. From that and getting my wisdom teeth removed, getting the frenectomy with, you know, the laser, the middle part of my gum, then going and starting the veneer process, getting the temporaries. It's just been a long journey. So to finally have my perfect smile, I can't stop looking in the mirror. It just feels amazing. It feels incredible. I don't know, I'm just thankful, I'm grateful. Dr. Rose and Dr. T, chef's kiss, their entire team, amazing. 12 out of 12 recommend. I can't say enough good things about their team. Going into that dental office just felt like family, so I encourage you, if you are in the Dallas area or you're close enough like me where you can just either drive or hop on a flight, or if you just don't mind traveling, if you're out of state, I cannot recommend Dr. Rose Aesthetics enough. Please do yourself a favor, go get your veneers from them. And that is not an ad, that is me just giving you my genuine and authentic review. From the time I stepped in to the time I left, they just took care of me. They just made sure I was good. They answered all of my questions. And shout out to Dr. T. We just love Black Girl Magic, okay? Again, I can't say enough good things. But okay, it's been officially 24 hours since I got my permanent veneers put in, and I wanna give you a quick update. I do have to take, well, I don't have to. This is for pain management. She said I might just feel a little bit of swelling and discomfort in my gums. So this is 800 milligram ibuprofen. You only need one if you feel the discomfort. I can take that. And then this is prednisone, the same steroid. If you watch in the first vlog, I had to take the same thing. Well, you take them at different times a day, and each day goes by, because I think it's a 7-day, or no, it's a 6-day thing. You reduce your dosage. Well, it's supposed to bring down any swelling that you might have. Some people swell up a lot in their like their cheeks and their chin area from having all of the local anesthesia that's given. You know, it's a lot of needles that they put in your mouth, as you saw in the video. So this is supposed to help with that, but I don't really feel any swelling. I feel like my jaw and everything has gone back down, back to normal. I feel good. I might keep taking this, I might not, we'll see, but definitely keeping the ibuprofen on deck just in case I feel any discomfort. But so far, I feel amazing. I can't stop smiling. I'm so happy. This is like a big moment for me, and I'm gonna continue to check things off of my mommy maintenance list. As I've told y'all before, if you follow me on Instagram, I've talked about this, especially on my story, I talk about it a lot. As a mom, and even if you're not a mom, just as a woman in general, we have so much going on and just a lot of pressures from society, and sometimes we can just get caught up in things that, you know, we want to enhance and fix about ourselves, but we also are on the fence because we're like, is this really something I don't like? Is this about myself, or is it because I keep seeing images of what it should look like? Like, what am I supposed to put on my maintenance list? I get that question a lot from the girlies. So my advice to you is to sit down and just think, what are things, like if social media didn't exist and you only saw yourself in the mirror every single day, and I know that's hard to think about because social media has been around for years now, but just think, what are things that you've just always wanted to change? Like for me, I've always wanted to close my gap. Like even in high school, I was complaining like, oh, but we couldn't afford braces back then. With my skin, when I started developing hormonal acne, I always wanted to clear that up. I always wanted to get back in shape, you know, getting an established gym routine. A lot of the things on my mommy maintenance list have just always been in the back of my mind. And did social media play a part in me maybe doing it a little bit faster now? Maybe, who knows? But I just know for sure, these are things that I've always wanted to do. I just didn't have the means, resources, or knowledge to do it. So now that I do, and I'm in a position where I can afford to do these things, I have more disposable income, I'm just so excited. And I hope this inspires you, whether you have a lot of disposable income or not. there are things that you can start to do now to check off of your mommy maintenance list or your baddie maintenance list if you're not a mom, whatever you want to call it. I like calling it baddie maintenance list because that was the list name I had before I had Gigi. So yeah, whatever your list is called, you know, think of the things on there that you can do now or start to do that maybe don't cost a lot of money. I don't expect you to drop $20,000 on veneers. Like, that's not a realistic thing for most people, but maybe making better eating choices is on your list. Maybe, you know, establishing a routine or starting something that'll keep you active, starting to ride a bike, maybe learning how to jump rope. That's something that my husband's doing right now. He never learned how to jump rope as a kid. It just wasn't a thing for him. So he's trying to teach himself how to jump rope as a form of cardio. That's on his daddy maintenance list, as I call it. I just want to, again, encourage you, if there is something on your list that you've been just wanting so bad, even if it is super expensive, maybe start to budget now, so this time next year, February 2025, you can start getting it done. You know what I'm saying? Create a plan. If it's something that you're gonna have to save for, or something that you just need discipline for and commitment for, like starting a routine, I encourage you, start it now and just watch everything unfold. You're gonna feel so much better about yourself, and not just because, you know, you look better, or if it's a cosmetic or aesthetic thing, not just because of the look, but just the self-satisfaction and gratification knowing that you accomplished something. Because that's how I feel about getting LASIK. When I, you know, got my laser eye surgery, I posted that vlog. I no longer need glasses. I don't have to waste money on contacts. That was an accomplishment for me. I did the research, I stuck it out, and I got it done. Clearing up my skin, that was a journey, right? Like, oh my gosh, for my ladies out there, or just anyone in general who struggles with hormonal acne, you already know the pain and the discomfort and the embarrassment of just walking out and your skin looks crazy. So clearing up all of that inflammation, like, that was an accomplishment for me. I feel great about it. And then getting my brows microbladed, like, now it's not just about the look of it, but it's the convenience. Like, I want to live a life of convenience. I want to wake up and my brows are just already done, you know? Like, it's the little things like that that matter. I want to wake up and not have to look for my glasses or put my contacts in. I want to be able to be in the gym and I'm not sweating through my glasses, or my eyes are getting dry from contacts. That's why I wanted LASIK. I just wanted to live a life of convenience, and I still do. So there are a few things that I've already checked off my list. You know, veneers is the most recent, but not just veneers, but fixing my smile in general from the inside, my gum health, you know, making sure that my mouth is in tip-top shape. During my pregnancy, I went through a lot of mouth issues, so being able to have a healthy smile, not just how it looks, but the inside, how it feels. No more teeth grinding, no more jaw pain. I mean, again, this list for me, my mommy maintenance list, is not just about the look of things, but again, how I feel is at the top of the priority list. And also, again, living a life of convenience. Thank y'all so much for, you know, watching and tuning into this journey. I'll probably give, you know, maybe a 6-month update or a 3-month update on the veneers. I do have to go back to Dallas. That's the last thing I need. I need my permanent retainer. They want to make sure that I don't have any grinding or anything at night, like when I'm sleeping, and it's just good to have a night guard in general. So I will go back to Dallas in a couple of weeks, but other than that, I'm done. I'm gonna keep up with my routine cleaning and my maintenance per usual. I'm gonna be using my water flosser and my traditional floss. I'm gonna be taking care of my smile, okay? This is an investment. I'm gonna make sure my teeth do not rot underneath. But again, thank you so much for tuning into this vlog. I will be back with an update. And let me know, please, if you have any questions or things that the dentist didn't answer during that Q&A I did with her, or just anything you're not sure about that you think that I can answer, or I can, you know me, I'll call up Dr. C, or I'll send her a text and be like, hey, you know, somebody from my tribe had a question about this. Please drop a comment, let me know, because I would love to be of assistance to you while you're doing your research on veneers, or just in general, anything with your mouth, anything with your gums. If you want information from a good dentist, a dentist that's gonna tell you the truth, that's not gonna lie to you, drop it in the comments and I'll be sure to answer your question. If I don't know, I'll just call up Dr. T and she'll know, okay? I love y'all so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.